what's up. That's what I'm about to do. That's what I'm setting up the schedule right now. Looking like first Sunday. Woman, hush up. What's going on with y'all though? I was really just coming back telling y'all I'm about to go live on YouTube. Oh, you already know, man. I'm from Chicago, but I stay bumping that Texas. Come on, man. Hold on. Look how they did the shop. Hold on. That shit's so hard. Look at just look. I mean, the regular version is the shit, but I can't lie. The way they screwed and chopped this shit. The Texas boys is something else. What's up? See you playing it. Yeah, you already know what's going on, kid. Hold on, look how that shit just come in. Yeah, man, blessings to Robert Davis. H-Town. Alright, well listen. Before I get up out of here, was it anybody that wanted to go live with me to ask a question, to make a statement, or get some clarity about something? You know what I mean? Is it anybody? The topic, I have to finish what I started. I'm getting ready to do my review, finish my review on American Pimp. I did part one, and if anybody was paying close attention, you would have known that when I did Pimps Up and Hoes Down, that review, I waited a whole week to do the American Pimp. Then when I brought part one, you know what I mean? I wanted to give you time to look at it. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to go live. I see Derek that came up in here. He been wanting it. Oh, you want to go live one time? Hold on. Look how that shit just sounds. Boy, I love you. You Texas niggas, man. Hold on. Hold on, man. That's just so pimpish. You Texas niggas is something else, man. For even coming up with that shit. Certain shit, I ain't even gonna lie. Certain original songs I don't even like. But once it got chopped and screwed, I was like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what's going on with it, Ken?
Oh, man, it's nothing much. I just wanted to ask you a quick question.
Go ahead.
So, you know, it's kind of a square question, but I just want to get your thoughts on it before I proceed to doing it.
Go ahead, bro.
What's your thoughts on getting with a girl that you work with?
Work at your job?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you like this. My experiences before I got into the game, it wasn't cool, you know? Because, you know, you got to remember, and I don't want to tell you, because what I'm about to tell you, I'm just telling you from pretty much from an autobiographical perspective. It's from my experience. Okay, so it ain't no right or wrong. People just speaking from their perspective. But what I will tell you is, when I first came to Vegas, now keep in mind now, this is when I came to Vegas, I was backslidden. I was out of spirituality at that time. I was kind of still fresh. I was still green, just like you. And I hit Vegas, you know what I mean? And the first little line of work that I had was National Alamo. All right? Before Next Movement, before I started singing with Next Movement and all of that shit, I was at National Alamo, okay? In the way I ended up losing my job, you know, everything was cool, you know what I mean, at first. But the way I ended up losing it was I ended up fucking the bitch that the manager wanted to fuck. He was saying it was his girl, but in reality, it wasn't his girl. You know what I'm saying? And she was too thick. I had to have her. You know what I mean? That bitch used to sit up there, man, and come, you know what I mean? It was like her pants was glued on. You know them bitches that had them like the Memphis hips, them hips to say hello before they mouth do. I just had to have the bitch, right? So, I ended up fucking her and shit, you know what I mean? And honestly, just to keep it 100 with you, I didn't even come on to the bitch. This is when I was as green as a pool table. My conversation was nothing like it is now. At that time, I was just a little green nigga from the southeast side of Chicago that these older bitches seen that I was green. Yeah. They knew I was green. At the time, they could smell that this nigga from the church house. You know what I mean? Yeah, he got a little street in him, but that nigga from the church house, he wasn't a more mama raised nigga. He's a good dude. Let me get this nigga before somebody else. Let me see if I can find and locate some sucker up on him. That type of shit. Then this how them brides be. So, she ended up basically going after me, man. When I came to Vegas, man, I was 21 years old. At that time, a nice, 179 pound, 6'2" dimples, waves in my hair. At that time, I wasn't even wearing the shit I'm wearing now. I was still wearing goofball shit, cool water. And, I thought I was the shit with Dolce & Gabbana and shit. You know what I mean? So, long story short, man, once I started, fucking her and he found out about it, man, you know what I mean? It was one night and I had stayed up, like I had been at the job for like 14 hours and I was working in the call center and I had dozed off. I got to tell my part too. I dozed off, bro, for like 3 minutes, but it wasn't no calls coming through. But because I was fucking the bitch that he wanted to fuck, anything, he was looking for anything. And I gave him a reason, bro. And he got rid of my ass, terminated me. The next one, you know what I mean? For those that didn't know, after National Alamo, it was Walmart. You know what I mean? I was working at Walmart around, I want to know, it was in the Centennial area. I don't know the exact address, but people that live in Vegas know the fuck Walmart in the Centennial area. Not too far from the Santa Fe station. Matter of fact, yeah, this Walmart was across the street from Sam's Club. They got all the malls. Anyway, make a long story short, nigga, when I was working at Walmart, I was fucking everything moving. I had a bitch in every motherfucking auxiliary, nigga. You understand me? I was fucking all of the cashiers because, okay, picture a nigga, because when I got to that electronic department, picture a nigga, because they got to wear them blue aprons and shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now, I was the only nigga coming to work. I used to put the blue apron on, but I still have a shirt and towel. Okay? So I have on like some navy blue slacks or some black slacks or, gray or something like that. Something where I can fuck with this blue shit because I got to wear this fucking blue jacket. But I still have a shirt and towel. Yeah. And I was out coming to work smelling good and shit. Hair waved up. So, man, I had all the little ghetto-ass bitches and shit like that, man. Hey, man, a lot of niggas, man, of course, they introduction, everybody, my daddy and my uncle taught me the game. That wasn't my testimony, man. You know what I mean? I was fucking. You know what I mean? And, that's what I told my brother and my cousin, man, y'all ain't nothing like me. But from my experience there, fucking bitches at the job and all that shit wasn't cool. And you also have to remember that, it's billions of women out here, man. It's a whole legions of them, man. Why sit up there and fuck with something at the job and shit like that? Man, at least from my experience. What I'm saying ain't law. I'm just telling you from my experience, it wasn't good for me because, a lot of these 2 times a year getting pussy niggas, you understand me, was really upsetting me. It's angering me, man, because I was always charming. You know what I mean? My conversation wasn't what it is now, but I was always charming. I always had some, even as a square. You know what I mean? Period. A lot of you squares that even see, you're not no pimp, but some of you squares have some player-like ways. You some, as we say in the street, you something like a pimp. You know what I mean? You have pimpish ways about you. And, I ain't want no girlfriend, man, because I like to fuck. And, you know what I mean? And I ain't want to be tied down and all that little goofy shit. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to have fun. And, a lot of them bitches, once their feelings get involved and all that type of shit like that, this bitch talking to this bitch, that bitch talking to this bitch, that bitch talking to this. Cause I'm telling you, man, if Kiana basically was up now, cause see, I still talk to ex-hoes, ex-bitches before the game. I'm still cool with all them bitches. And all them bitches, they used to have a dick reunion. Them bitches be talking about a pimp. Hey. Oh, you suck this dick? Oh, I suck this dick. Oh, you fucked. Hey, so it's funny then, but back then, it wasn't good, bro. It wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. Cause truth be told, man, you know what I mean. It's always remember that cheap perfume called jealousy, man. It's always gonna be a nigga that wear that shit, and there's a lot of them niggas, man, that just wear that shit at the workplace and fucking bitches at the job. Like I said, for me, what I just said, it wasn't law. It was just my experience because it was always some hate, some jealousy going on, and that's why it was a blessing when Next Movement came into play and I was able to start singing, doing the R&B thing where, fucking is good. And even you going to experience jealousy in that, but not like them. That 9 to 5 shit just wasn't me. And I'm not saying it because of Pimp Game. I'm saying it just me as a person. That 9 to 5 shit, that job shit, that shit wasn't cool. You know what I mean? Getting up every day and you gotta listen to motherfuckers that's dumber than you, try to give you hell no. Hell, but to each his own. You know what I mean? Because you young, and I told you, man, you know what I mean? You in your youth. I don't want you to be no pimp. I don't want you to get involved in nothing that's contrary to the law, man. Stay doing you. But in my opinion, man, you a young, handsome black man. You can have anything that you want, man. You ain't got to sit up there, man, mess them little broad shit. Now, if she got something to offer, it is a difference. If the bitch basically, say for example, like I was trying to get with Carol. Carol was married, but, huh?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Carol, bitch, she basically was one of them store owners. And she used to sit up there and come in and stuff like that. Carol had a big-ass booty. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Once I seen her husband, you know how you see a bitch with her man, her husband be like, oh, girl, you with this lame ass. I already know the conversation's lame as hell, the sex lame, bitch. This nigga lame as hell. He don't know nothing about good music. He not intellectual. Bitch, this nigga a lame. But, so when I seen her, that's what really encouraged me to get at her. And I had action, but I ended up getting fired, man. You know what I mean? So, next time I seen Carol, man, you know what I mean? I was pimping. And I wasn't thinking about it then. So, you know what I mean? But if it's a situation like that where a bitch is official and she could be beneficial to you because of her position and what she got in possession, then by all means. But just some pussy, oh, hell no.
Yeah, it's like
you got to still pay his utilities. You still got to take care of necessities. And currency is a necessity. So no, we not going to put the pussy above this. No.
Yeah, I work at a clothing store, and it's only like a few guys there, and it's like majority women. And I guess, the girls, they kind of like me a lot, so I get a lot of action from the girls I work with. I just wanted to come to you before I make a move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's easier said than done, especially when you're a square, because it's like, a man, and listen, a man got to have a purpose. You got to have something that's beyond self, that's more important than your existence to you. Like, for example, people deny fornication. They deny themselves as far as the flesh, deny carnality, because they're involved in spirituality, okay? And then you have those who are involved in something like the pimping, and they see the pimping as the most important thing. So therefore, because he has a higher purpose, it's just certain things that's not important to him. It's important, but it's not equivalent, to the lifestyle or equivalent to his, what he's serving, whether it be God, the game, or whatever. You know what I mean? So, but if it don't be that, and it's just a square, just him, without spirituality, without the game or something like that, he don't really stand a chance. It's easier said than done. The nigga can say, I ain't gonna fuck nobody at the job. But what happens is, when you start, because that's what it is, places like Walmart, You talking to bitches every day.
Yeah.
Y'all get cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all start talking about sports and, entertainment, fashion, and all that stuff. And then you young niggas now, y'all got it better because social media wasn't even popping the way. See, when I was doing that, that was the Black Planet days. You know what I mean? So y'all way more advanced. You got Instagram and Facebook, man. So after you exchange Instagrams, you might go through some pictures and be like, damn, she don't be looking like this at work. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, goddamn, I didn't even know you was hiding all of this, bitch. Yeah. Like, God. So, and y'all start laughing and playing, and she say something flirtatious, you say something flirtatious, and, you're a human being, man. You know what I mean? Dick get hard, pussy get wet. You know what I mean? And, you're young, so don't stress yourself. But one thing I will tell you is make sure that you protect yourself. Oh, yeah. Because diseases is real, and then you do have broads that they can just tell when a young man has a future. They can tell when a young man has some characteristics about himself that if she was to have a baby or even a baby by another nigga, that this nigga, he's such a good man that he'll take care of a baby by another nigga. You know what I mean? That type of shit. You know what I mean? No, and that ain't in your future, man. You know what I mean? You just want to have fun. You ain't trying to get no relationship. You ain't trying to be involved in the whole love train and all of that. No, man. You know what I mean? What you using that job is for a stepping stool. Yeah. Okay? To get to your career. That job is going to lead you to your career. You don't need to sit up there, you know what I mean, and get tied down. Hey, matter of fact, I'm going to put it to you like this. Before I even got into the game, the reason why a lot of pussy had gravitated to me is because I was honest. You know what I mean? I'll never forget. You know what I mean? Niggas in Vegas know what I'm talking about. I was coming, it was the, the motherfucking DTC. The DTC is the bus station. Okay? So, you know what I mean? I come to the motherfucker, bus station. It's this fine-ass, light-skinned. Motherfuckers knew, man. You know what I mean? I didn't really start getting into the dark skin until later on. You know, Chicago niggas, we was ignorant, man. We was always red-boned, light-skinned, this, right? So I was always fucking with bitches that was like my complexion or light. You know what I mean? I didn't start fucking with the dark skin until Vegas, really. So, this little bra was light-skinned. They had the thighs and motherfucking titties. So we started chopping it up, right? So we exchanged information. And that same day, she said, okay, so why you ask me for your number? And why you ask me for my number? I said, well, just to be real with you, you know what I mean? I don't want to be your boyfriend. I don't want to lie to you, manipulate you, deceive you, or any of that. I just want to have fun. I just want to kick it. What you mean having fun? Meaning that whatever basically goes, you know what I mean, when we're around each other, you know what I mean, however we feel, we'll preside over the situation, you know what I mean, with wisdom, you know what I mean? But let's just enjoy each other's company. Them titles, you know what I mean, to basically sit up there and put us in a relationship or a situationship, you know what I mean, and cause us to have a battleship with the friendship that we can have forever. So, you know what I mean, we don't need to be involved in that. You young, I'm young, and I just want to enjoy life. I don't want to get you pregnant. I don't want to misuse you. I don't want to do none of that. I just saw an attractive girl that I really would like to know. You know what I mean? She said, you want to fuck me. I was like, you smart. And we just started laughing. And you know what was so funny? We was laughing, we kicked it on the phone for 30 minutes, but man, that same night she came over and man, we fucked, man. You know what I mean? A good 3-4 times, man. You know what I mean? It was beautiful, man. You know what I mean? But I never probably would have got that pussy if I didn't have the honesty, just coming in the door with the honesty. You know what I mean? I didn't come in with deception and all of that. She asked me, you want to fuck? You smart. You know what I mean? And we just laughed. And, next thing you know, she came up. I was bending that light-skinned thing over. She had that little rose above her ass. You know what I mean? Man, I still remember everything, man, Yeah. But, yeah, man, don't be lying to none of them, man. You know what I mean? Just let it be known that this is what I want to do, okay? Because a woman don't define a man. She can only agree with what the fuck a man wants to do. Always keep that in mind. A woman don't define me. She can only agree to what the fuck I want to do as a man. And if she don't agree But what the fuck I want to do as a man is billions of other bitches out here. So if she don't want to be blessed, goodbye. You know what I mean? Life is too short to be sitting over here crying and all of this shit over one big head ass bitch, man. You know what I mean? It's billions of them. It's a fucking legion, a plethora of hoes out. Man, come on, stop it. So, you know what I mean? Your main thing is, man, is to just read, build your mind up. You know what I mean? You want your conversation to be the best. The best. Like when a bitch always, because, hey, one thing about when you read, especially if you're a poetry writer or a songwriter and stuff like that, you'll come up with so much fly-ass shit to say out your mouth, and bitches will stay blowing up your phone. And you ignore them on purpose. You ignore them on purpose, man. You know what I mean? Like, oh, my God, why? Always be busy. Always be busy. Be like, you know what I mean? What's going on? You know, I called you. Yeah, you already know. I would have never, you know what I mean, just been ignoring you, you know what I mean, just to ignore you. But I had things to do, you know what I mean, because I had this and I had to do that and things like that. But you still could have picked up the phone. No, because I had to do this because, you know, that was some money involved and things like that. And I know you ain't trying to make me miss, you know what I mean. Matter of fact, how your day is? Fuck all that. What's going on? You know what I mean? But always be busy. Always got something to do. You know what I mean? And for those that ain't talking about nothing or ain't about nothing, them bitches get kicked to the curb, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, just, you know, always treat yourself like a trophy, the championship. You special. Everybody competes for the championship. What do motherfuckers do in the off season? They work out. Why? So when the season comes, why? They competing for the championship. And that's what you are. You are a young black man. I keep telling y'all, you got something that money can't even buy. You got your youth. And because you got your youth, you know what I mean? Enjoy that shit. Because that shit gonna, you know what I mean? You ain't even 20 years old. Once that youth, man, just like that. Enjoy your youth. You don't need to be in no relationship. You don't need to get no bitch pregnant. You don't need to do none of that. You know what I mean? Enjoy your youth, man. And do you. You know? Mm-hmm. What else you got? You got anything else?
I feel you on the stepping stone thing, man. Because right now I'm trying to make a transition into real estate. You know, I'm trying to get my credit straight so I can dive into real estate and do that, man. I feel you on that.
Yeah, man. See, you got your mind right, man. You thinking about things that I be trying to get my cousins this gang banging and all that type of shit to get involved. You thinking about real estate. You thinking about credit. Your mind is in the right place, man. You don't got no time to be. You got all your life to be sitting over there in them relationships. Get yourself right first.
Yeah.
Okay? A man's ministry is to bring empowerment, development, encouragement, enlightenment, all to the woman. And if he can't bring that, you know what I mean, then he really shouldn't be messing with that woman. You know what I mean? So right now, just make deposits into yourself. And when you put all them deposits into yourself, when you start presiding over a woman or presiding over women, you'll be able to give them a withdrawal from an abundance from a place that many deposits. You know what I mean? But a lot of these niggas can't give a woman a withdrawal because they don't have the deposit. You know what I mean? So right now, study, read, educate yourself, and unlike every other young nigga, do something that niggas don't do. Read, meditate, stay off drugs, educate yourself. You know what I mean? Save your money. Save your money. You know what I mean? Even if it is sacrificing to buy some name brand clothes and all of that shit, save your money. Stack your money. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. But other than that, man, you know, when you in that pussy, you know what I mean? Enjoy yourself, man. You know, work out. Do what you're supposed to do physically, man. So when you go in that pussy, man, you do what you're supposed to do. Because you want to give her the best mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical safari that she has ever had in her existence. And you can't do that when you're on drugs. You can't do that when you don't read. You can't do that when you don't think. You know what I mean? A lot of these niggas, they not knocking a girlfriend, a wife, a hoe, or any of that. You know what I mean? Why? Because they don't have a catch hand. Why they don't have a catch? They don't got no conversation. They don't got no presentation. Appearance fucked up. Intelligence non-existent. You know what I mean? But that ain't going to be you, though.
Yeah.
That ain't going to be you, though. So, man, let me hurry up, man, because, you know, I be talking to you all day, man. I'm about to sit up there, man, and go live. I'm gonna see if anybody else want to get it in, cause it's 8:26, man. Damn. Okay, but love, bro.
All right, bro.
One. Did anybody else want to go live? And please don't come in here repeating, I heard, and I heard, and I heard, and I heard saying that you was locked up, and I heard, and I heard. Some of y'all got my phone number. Why you didn't call me? If I hear, that somebody is locked up, I'm gonna call the person that's close to the individual. Now watch this. Let me teach you something. The police is one thing, the feds is another. If one of my niggas, if I'm hearing through the grapevine that one of my niggas, the feds came and got the nigga, I'm not gonna call that nigga phone. It was so many people blowing up my phone. If the feds, the feds, listen to what I'm saying. Some of y'all was told that, oh man, the feds that got seen. So if the feds got seen, why in the fuck would you call any of his phones? I wouldn't call a nigga phone if the feds got him. Shit, I ain't really even trying to call his phone if the police got him, but especially if the motherfucking fed, I'm going to call one of his partners or somebody around or, whatever. But I ain't trying to call his phone. I don't want my number to be appearing and the police might have that motherfucker, you know what I mean, in custody and all of that type of shit. You know what I mean? But, man, come on, man. Stop it. And let me say this to you. Whatever happens to me, always know that the Most High has his hand over my life. Don't feel sorry for me. Whatever circumstance that I end up in, a decision that I made, put me there. So as a man, whatever the consequences of my decisions may be, I'm ready to handle that. You know what I mean? And nobody will be told on or nothing. I'll just sit up there, you understand me, and do my time. If that comes, I don't want it to come, but if it was to come, don't cry for me because I'm not crying. Let me see. Oh my God, sin I heard. Oh my Jesus. Oh my God, they said that you was locked up. I'm glad that, motherfuckers was concerned and shit, man. You should have seen my phone, man. Motherfuckers blowing up all my phones and shit. When it came over to the LP, I had to find nigga. If I hear that the feds came down on him, I'm not trying to go to his house. I don't want to call his phone. I don't want to do none of that. And let me say this to you. Whenever somebody is in the feds, if the feds lock them, or even the police, don't you know that you're going to be able to take their government name and search and get some information? If don't no information come back that this person is incarcerated, then guess what? That means somebody lying. Hold on. Now, before I go, did anybody want to go live? Because if you don't, I'm getting ready to go live on YouTube. I want y'all to come through. And I'm getting ready to speak. And I want you to definitely join, man. For those of you that are not subscribed to the channel, go to YouTube, put in SINFULTHEP, hit the subscribe and bell button. Also hit channels and subscribe to all my channels. You thought he finally got me. Interesting. But it wasn't anybody that wanted to go live with me and ask me a question to make a statement before I leave. Hold on. Yeah, you sent the request, but you're going to have to make a statement. Those that want to be added to the live, just say add me. Oh, the topic, part 2 of my review on the documentary of American Pimp. I'm adding you now. I got you next. Why do you decline? If you request it,
What's good, Seth?
What's happening, man?
What's good, man? Hey, shit. I got a question for you, bro. Okay, when it comes to being a pig in the game and shit, do you feel like hold on, let me see. Do you feel like fucking with a female just putting her in the game or get you more bread, or fucking with a broad that already been in the game? Because it's like sometimes if you fucking with a broad that been in the game longer than you and you the P, they could try to like get the upper hand and shit.
She'll never be able to have the upper hand because whether she a veteran in the game or whether she a novice in the game, you know what I mean? That's why pimping fuck with pimping. That's why the official is beneficial to the official. If you a young P and you get a Nancy Wilson type of bride, she older, she a little veteran, pimping can always sit up there and call older pimping. And older pimping basically unleash young pimping on how to preside over this Bill Cartwright bride, so you know what I mean, the situation could be right. But as far as do I think, you know, I'd rather me myself, I'm always gonna select somebody that I created versus basically somebody else's creation. Due to the fact that whatever he taught the bride, a lot of the shit that these guys teach these brides, when these brides come, it's almost like getting a computer that got a whole bunch of viruses in it. You have to get all of those viruses out in order for that computer to function. A lot of guys complain about these bitches being fags, but just like pimps make hoes, simps make fags. So, you know what I mean? If you got a bitch that come with a whole bunch of viruses, the only cure to this is some pimping. That's the medication to the situation. Some pimping and some more pimping. So as far as making the money and all of that, I'm not even concerned with the money part. That's gonna come with the territory of the bitch sitting over there giving a deposit of obedience to my instructions every day. That's not my focus. If she gives her all in totality on a daily, each and every day, to my game, to my information, you know, the small shit like money, that's just going to come with the territory of her basically having loyalty to this game that's coming out my mouth every day. So, you know what I mean? Whether she an older bitch, young bitch, you know what I mean? This game is impeccable. You know what I mean? And my situation going to be profitable with any woman that listens with the 2 ears, you know what I mean, that she has and goes out there each and every day and uses her ability to the best of her ability and make it a responsibility to carry out my instruction. So she could be 35, 25. Now, what I will say that once these brides get over the age of 30, not all of them, but you do have a good portion, a good population of women that once they get over the age of 30, she feel like she should have been married by now. She might think that she should have been out the game by now. And she don't move the way she used to when she was in her 20s and things like that. So truth be told, when I go out the door, I'm not looking for a bride, you know, that's 40 or 30. Now, if she so happened to like on me and we start talking and going on a little mental safari and she like my mind like she's supposed to, you know what I mean? I might bless her.
Yeah. You know? Hey, so let me ask you this. Self. Do you feel like it's easy for another P to take another P bride just because they got more to show, like they got a car and then the other P don't got a car or some shit like that?
Do I think it's right? Hell yeah, I think it's right. You know what I mean?
Not do you think
to me. That's what's wrong with a lot of shit in this game. A lot of these niggas are too soft, man. Listen, getting knocked for a bitch is a blessing. That shit is overrated. All of them niggas talking about, I knock you for the bitch. That's what they supposed to do. It only, when it's really in you, getting knocked for a bitch is going to provoke you to be a greater you. So, you know what I mean? It ain't about the bitch. It's about the game. So, you know what I mean? Him knocking me for a bitch, that don't minimize me. That provokes me to be a greater me. You know what I mean? That don't. No, so whether he got a mansion, a helicopter, whatever the fuck he got, if I'm carless, if I'm houseless, I still ain't hopeless because I got this game. And a pimp can be delayed, but a pimp can never be denied.
Yeah, hey, I always remember that, bro, and I feel that shit, bro. I feel where you coming from when you say that, bro.
Yeah, so you know what I mean. Him have a pimp don't even be thinking like that. If he got foreigns, mansions, and jewelry and all of that type of shit, that don't move a real pimp, because a pimp understands that tricks got more money and more jewelry and more materialistic things than any pimp in the game. So I'm not moved by that. So when I talk to the bitch, I'm not glorifying green papers with dead hypocrites on it. I'm not glorifying houses and all of that shit. I told the bitch that came along with us being obedient to the game. See, once you glorify all of the jewelry and the money and all of that goofy ass shit, you basically subject to get knocked by a trick, a game banger, a stranger to the game who got more materialistics than you, more money than you. So that's why the money is never to be glorified. It ain't money over everything. It's game over everything. Principles over everything. Standards over everything. That's what it is. But as far as getting knocked for, man, that just come with the territory of the game, man. That's a blessing to you.
Hey.
A lot of these bitches, you know what I mean? It could be a young pimp and an older simp that acted like a pimp, or even a real old seasoned pimp that did a manipulation move that moved them for a bitch. That's saying you reap what you sow. So if he did some behind the wall, contrary to the game shit, just to have that bitch, it'd be that same bitch that tell on that older pimp and have that older nigga in court, you know what I mean, facing 15 and 20 years, man.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing. Don't ever get angry, you know what I mean, and get knocked. I never understood niggas wanting to kill niggas and fight niggas. Hey, man, these bitches belong to the game, man. They don't belong to you. Yeah. You know, niggas be caught up in...
Again, look.
Go ahead, what?
And then another thing I noticed, bro, it's like, if you just got a badass, down-ass bitch, you feel what I'm saying, that's rocking with you, you feel me? And then when you trying to manipulate another bitch to come in the game, it's like once they see you already got a bad bitch that's rocking with you type shit that's under your wing, I feel like having one hoe make more hoes come. Like once they see bitches really rocking with your flow.
It's not so much rocking with your flow, and you ain't said nothing wrong, but one of the best ways to get deep in the game is to take care of your hoe or hoes that you have, okay? If the women on the track, the women, or whether they in the resort, casino, or whatever they working in, once other women can see the progression in this woman or women's lives that you're presiding over, somebody gonna be compelled to come to you because they can see the results of your thoughts. That's one of the best ways to knock bitches and get deep in the game, is to preside over the hoe or hoes that you already have. So once them bitches come out the house and their attire is right, their nails is done, hair done, feet done, they smelling good, bitch pushing foreign, bitch basically got her own place. You know, the bitch is shining. She's a reflection of your pimping. So not only does she speak good about you and your game with her mouth, but she can speak good about your pimping, you know what I mean, by basically, because it's evident, you know what I mean, that she's basically, you understand me, fucking with a pimp that's heaven sent. You know what I mean? Because the nigga really got the blueprint on how to do this shit. You know what I mean? Look at that. She's happy. Not only does the materialistic thing, but she's happy. That's another thing. She's happy. Beyond making money, beyond just the materialistic things, she's happy. And when a woman is happy, it's a glow that they have that Webster's Collegiate Dictionary can't even define when they come around other women. It could be a group of women that's in a state of depression. They're not having no progression in their life. They're in need of a blessing in their life. And now you got this woman that come around and she's the embodiment of joy and she's happy. You know what I mean? She's excited, you know what I mean, about her home. She's excited about sitting over there going higher in the lifestyle because her mindset and mentality is, I just want to make him happy. I want to make his pimping shine. And once you got a bride or some brides like that, Oh, man, you got to be deep in the motherfucker, man, because you pimping.
AP, let me ask you this, bro. All right. Say like once you got a female doing whatever they doing, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's some P's that, like, don't give a female shit, you feel me? And there's some P's that go 50-50. It's like
no,
I feel
no
like...
P's. Let me cut you off. There's no P's that go 50-50.
Because at the same time, I feel like...
No. Listen to me. I can't let you walk over that because I'm accountable for the things that's said on there. There is no pimp in the game that goes 50-50, you know what I mean, with a hoe, or 50-50 about anything. You got niggas that profess to be pimps that's making deals, but no, the pimping don't do 50-50s. But go ahead. I'm listening.
So it's some niggas that be like, oh, just pocket the hoe, pocket whatever, don't give a female shit. But I feel like, what is the female getting out of that? It's like, I'm the type of nigga, like, I might not go 50-50, but like, I'm going to have her feeling like she ain't made something. You feel what I'm saying? Just so she can keep fucking around with a nigga. Like, why make a female feel uncomfortable in any type of way if you really want to just be rocking with you? Like, you know you going to make some bread in the long run with her.
Hey, well, let me say this to you, man. You know, you seem like a nice young man, you know, and everything, but just be real, bro. You ain't got one pimp bone in your body. You don't need to be doing this shit. You need to go sit up there, man, and go find you a nice church, a Church of God in Christ, man, and, you know, get you the word of God and give your life over to God, man. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, we young men find a young woman or a bunch of young women that like us, and because we get the distributes from them being a prostitute, we'll think that this lane is, you know, for us. And in all actuality, we just receiving the benefits of this bitch being ignorant because she can't tell the difference from fraudulent and authentic. So with that being said, you know, I don't want you to be incarcerated. The game is using me right now. I don't want you to lose your liberty in society, and I don't want you to spend an eternity in the correctional facility simply because you got a little piece of currency and you think that you're supposed to be participating in this game. It's not for you. You know what I mean? So, you know, you're a nice young man. I don't want to see your neck like, damn, man, I told him to leave this. I don't want to see your face coming up on no newspaper or none of that. Hey, let me just say this, not only to you, but to a lot of you squares, man. Check this out. When a bitch give you some money and you know you're not this pimping, you know what I mean? The best thing that you could do is get that bitch to a pimp, okay? Get a bitch to a pimp, and this game is so beneficial that it will bless you for being a blessing to the game. Those that are a blessing to the game will be blessed by the game simply because they was a blessing to the game. When you get in the wrong lane that you ain't supposed to be in, incidents, accidents, it's predestined to happen because you in the wrong motherfucking lane. Stay your ass in your lane. And see, you a nice young man, you intelligent, you got your youth. This nigga's doing 20 years and 30 years behind this shit, and I don't want you to be fucked off, man. You know what I mean? I don't want you to be singing Deborah Cox, How Did I Get Here, you know, with a top ramen soup in your hand and shit. You know what I mean? Talking about like, damn, man, I should have listened to Sin, man. I don't want that to be you. So, yeah, man, leave that shit alone, man.
Yeah.
But listen, man, I'm about to sit up there and ask somebody else, man. But, yeah, leave this pimping alone, man. You know what I mean? You look like a cold rapper or something, like one of them Chief Keef fans. You know what I mean? Or something like that, man. You look like you got
No, I can't leave it alone. I can only get better. I can't leave it alone. No, that's the thing.
Listen. I got a bunch of partners that's in High Desert, and I got partners that's in Indian Springs right now. And they wouldn't be in Indian Springs and High Desert State Prison if they would have just listened. Warning come before destruction. That new face can lead you to a new case. Listen, it's not for you. I'm letting you know it's not for you. You that don't make you any less of a man because that lane ain't for you. You know what I mean? Did that make Earl Washington wasn't no pimp? Marcus Garvey wasn't no pimp. Frederick Douglass wasn't no pimp. Paul Lawrence Dunbar wasn't no pimp. You know what I mean? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad wasn't no pimp. You know what I mean? It's an innumerable amount of great men who was beneficial to mankind and they were not pimps. So don't think that because you're not a pimp or you don't have the ministry, the capabilities to be a pimp, that you less of a man. This is not for you. Leave it alone. If a bitch try to give you some money, run away from her, man. You know what I mean? No, don't get it. You know what I mean? Reject it, man, because I'm looking out for your freedom, man. I love your freedom. We got enough black males locked up and fucked up, you know what I mean, in somebody's jail in prison simply because they got into the wrong lane. Leave that lane alone, man. You know what I mean? Love, I got to go to the next one, man. You be blessed, bro.
All right.
One. Y'all sitting up here laughing, man. That shit ain't funny. You know what I mean? I know it's a lot of niggas doing 20 years in a life right now that wish somebody would have told them, like, look, man, this shit ain't for you. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas think because they look good, you know what I mean, that the game for them. A lot of niggas think because they can eat pussy good and, you know what I mean, he got a big dick, you know what I mean, and he dressed fly, that the game for him. A lot of niggas think because they can rap good or sing good or, you know, or maybe because he educated that he'll be good. Man, if it ain't in you, if you do not have this deposit, you know what I mean? It's like Pac said, I reject your deposit. The game is going to reject your deposit, man. It's just not for you. Let me see. Okay, who want to go? Who else? He said add him. I'm going to add you. I don't have that much time. I guess I'll talk to 9. I guess. I got 12 more minutes then. Okay, we'll shoot the shit for 720 more seconds, man. What's going on with it? What's going on?
Not much, just some more and some more of it.
What's happening, bro? What you want to talk about?
Shit, I wanted to ask you a question. I've been in the game for about like a year now, right? And I've been getting a lot of hoes out of pocket, but I can't seem to reel them in. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to see where you think where I'm going wrong at. You know what I'm saying? Is it my approach? You know what I'm saying? Could it be something? So that was my question, basically.
So you be getting broads out of pocket. You be having interviews with these broads, and are you saying that you be having a lot of fly-by-nights?
No, I'm not gonna say interviews. I'm just saying down like on the track and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I might get a conversation out of bitch. You know what I'm saying? A bitch might say something to me. You know what I'm saying? But it's as far as actually locking them in. I can't actually lock them in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it either the whole plan. You know what I'm saying? She ain't serious, or it's something that I'm doing wrong. You know what I'm saying, on my end.
Okay. Before I answer this question, that's why, you know, because a lot of time a pimp's